Hello, this is Angela McCoy, Executive Vice President with MyEcon and member of the Extra Digit Movement. And I want to share with you a concept called the banker's secret. And the reason I'm sharing this concept with you is because right now, this economy is very unpredictable. And one of the most powerful tools you need in order to survive this economy is financial literacy. And so I'm going to be sharing this with you tonight. So grab a pen and a piece of paper and get ready to learn something pretty powerful. Now, before I jump into the banker's secret, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why 97% of the population is working hard but barely making it, while the other top 3% are unimaginably wealthy? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is because those top 3% understand concepts like the one I'm going to share with you tonight called the banker's secret. And the reason you need to know this is so you can learn to play the rich man's game. All right, so let's dive in. Now, what exactly is the banker's secret? Well, Mr. Albert Einstein came up with this secret, and it is called the Rule of 72. And this has to do, ladies and gentlemen, with compound interest. Now, what is the Rule of 72? The Rule of 72 states that 72 divided by the assumed rate of return equals the number of years it will take your investment to double. For example, 72 divided by 8% is 9 years. So it would take any investment you have that you're making 8% on 9 years to double. That is the Rule of 72 equation. Now, here's some more examples. If you take $10,000 invested at 1.7%, according to the Rule of 72, it will take you 42 years in order for that $10,000 to double. If you take another $10,000 and invest it at 5%, it will take 14 years in order for that money to double to $20,000. Another $10,000 invested at 8% would take 9 years to double. Another $10,000 at 12% would take 6 years to double. And at 14%, that $10,000 would take 5 years to double. So needless to say, the higher the interest rate, the lower the number of years it will take your money to double. So that's the Rule of 72. Now, here's where the Rule of 72 gets really interesting. And this is why they call it the banker's secret. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with 3 individuals. Each of these individuals are going to be 29 years old, and we're going to give each of them a $10,000 investment or $10,000 to invest. All right, so here we have investor number 1, and he's found an interest-bearing account that's paying him 4%. Now, according to the Rule of 72, 72 divided by 4 is 18. So it's going to take this investor's money 18 years to double. So at 29, he has the $10,000. By 47, he'll have $20,000. And by 65, he'll have $40,000. Okay? Now, with just a 2% increase in the interest rate, investor number 2 found a interest-bearing account, put his money in at 6%. So at 29, he put in the $10,000. 12 years later, at 41, it is doubled to $20,000. 12 years later, at 53, he has $40,000, and at 65, he has $80,000. Now, this third investor found a really decent interest-bearing account paying him 12%. According to the Rule of 72, 72 divided by 12 is 6. So this investor's money is going to double every 6 years. So at 29, we gave him $10,000. By 35, he's got $20,000. By 41, he's got $40,000. By 47, he's got $80,000. 6 years later, at 53, he's got $160,000. 6 years later, at 59, he's got $320,000. And at the age of 65, this investor has earned $640,000 off of their original $10,000 investment because they are getting 12%. Okay, now, here's where things get interesting. This is where most Americans are. This is the most undesirable position to be in financially, but this is where most Americans are. Now, the minute this 29-year-old put that $10,000 in that bank, and waited patiently till 65 to earn 40 grand. The minute that 10,000 hit that bank, the bank itself took that $10,000 and invested it at 12% and even higher. But we're going to stick with 12% right now. So the bank takes that money immediately when it hits the bank, invests it at 12%, and every 6 years that money doubled. And when you turn 65, they've amassed 640 grand. They have absolutely no problem giving you $40,000. Why? Because you basically gave them $600,000. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the banker's secret. This is the fruit of your labor. And they did not work for it, yet they pocketed it. Why? Because you put the money in the bank at such a low rate of return that they were then able to take your money, invest it at a higher rate of return, and make this amount of money off of your $10,000 investment and pay you the $40,000 and pocket the $600,000. This is your family's wealth being robbed, being stolen right up under your nose. So once you put your money in the bank, you've basically given them an interest-free loan, and they are out literally making money off of your labor. So this is your harvest, but you are not collecting it. Why? Because the banks are collecting it. They're reaping your harvest. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the banker's secret. Now, this is why they're able to be so wealthy and be in the top 3%, because they're taking your investment, investing at a higher rate of return, and basically gorging themselves off of your family's harvest. Now, the question is your money working for you? Your money needs to be working hard for you, not the banks. You need to look at every dollar you make as an employee. And every time they go out, they need to bring you back $5 more. So look at your bank, look at your check and every dollar you earn as your personal financial workforce. They will not take a day off. They will not call in sick. They will not quit. They will work 24 hours a day. So you need to have your money working for you, your own personal financial workforce. It's time to go from this to this. But this does not belong to him. So you need to have this for your family. This here needs to belong to your family, okay? Not to the banker. So in this organization, what we teach you how to do is get rid of the middleman. That means you're going to get rid of the banker, but you're going to keep the banker's secret. So we're not going to throw the baby out with the bath. We're going to get rid of the middleman and use his secrets and in order to plan and project how much money you're going to make off of your own money. Okay, so use the banker's secret to your own advantage. And we'll teach you how to get rid of the middleman and do just that. And remember, the rule of 72 is 72 divided by the rate of interest equals the number of years it takes for your money to double. So using the rule of 72, here's your homework. Calculate how long it will take the money you have sitting in your account, investment account, bank account, whatever, right now, and find out how many years it would take for that money to double. And then increase the interest rate and see how much the bank is able to make off of what you have in the account right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if those numbers don't make you happy, then you need to definitely go to this link right here and find out what we're doing in the Extra Digit movement and my econ to help people just like yourselves reap the harvest of your own labor and to stop the banks from robbing you blind. So if you don't like those numbers after you do the rule of 72, get in touch with us, get in touch with me, follow this link right here, and we're going to help you by helping you understand these types of concepts and learning financial literacy, because that's going to help your family basically make it through this economy. So if you like this information, ladies and gentlemen, get in touch with me and I'll share some more interesting bits of information and concepts with you, and learn to play the rich man's game. You don't have to be rich to play the rich man's game, but you can get rich playing the rich man's game. So get in touch with us at 302-316-0369, or again, you can go to this link, financialfix99.com.